smoke from the mountain is worse today. A bad omen for the ritual. How are we to trust the chieftain after so many...
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky, and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her. But no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything...
Seems like they don't have...
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth. Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them.
And Aurea...
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not gonna talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
And Aurea...
That's right. Told Aratak and the others, and they believed her.
But you don't.
Look, I don't. The machines in the cut are get... Or it could be because they all... But Aurea's not...
Is Aratak...
He's a Warwick chieftain. But when he and Aurea came to town with their... Know what else I saw, Aloy? Then, he goes and leads them off to that...
What are these Warwick...
Not like our clan. Prove your best at some Warwick's coming. The whole Banuk territory. Banur. It's just a bunch of the biggest...
I'm not sure if I'm less...
Well, all well and good, except the chieftains are hard.
You said you've lived...
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this. We were barely scraping by until this place started. A great prophet is coming. Honest mistake, we could really...
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant. Her mother wanted me to show... Say, when you need...
Women?
No. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost...
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant. Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk.
I want to know more.
It's
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the...
Then, you need to... She was last seen headed for... I've heard of... But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow.
Well, now I'm definitely interested.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak could tell me more about Aurea or Thunder's drum. Might be worth a shot.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again.
Forgive me, my chief.
But this will not...
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander.
There are other Weraks?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite. Perhaps it will last.
Aurea knows about this.
She does a shaman, certainly not.
This...
If you are hardy, and it has changed them.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans.
Did your Warwick come from this place?
No, he rallied most of our hunt. But I was born here, and stayed to fight a few of my old warriors.
You're set on going...
I put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? It would be a...
Well,
Good.
Right.
These new hunters are... So eager to prove their worth, but the only skill they seem to have is showing.
Deep in, silenced by rising waters.
You seem sad, stranger.
Yes, a sudden day. I'm Lalai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was.
Deep Din.
A hollow, carved out. I'd explain it by playing for you.
So Deep Din is...
Yes. Pipes that carry during the war. I'm the drummer now. Of course, if the waters don't recede. What's the point of...
So the...
One day it was dry. The next there was no rain. Not even...
A flood.
Just northwest of... Look all you like.
There's a line that must be walked.
when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small. It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banu Kai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banu Kai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Banu Kai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring. "You bid me come," she said. "My people need aid. Will you provide it?" The machines whispered to Banu Kai. "We go where the light goes, for we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in your heart. It cannot hold the light for long. Carry it to your people when you must, but the cost will be great." Banu Kai waded into the pool. The light reared like a nest of snakes and struck Banu Kai, piercing her skin, filling her up. Banu Kai did not scream, though she was in agony. Banu Kai did not collapse, though her limbs shook. She climbed from the pool and carried the light inside her. She marched toward home, and the machines marched behind her. As she walked, the light struggled to push its way out of her, but the machines were there to aid her. She sewed her body shut with their cables, patched herself with their metal, and kept the light within. When she arrived, the forces of the ravenous tribe had surrounded the camp. Although the light had left her with 1,000 wounds, Banu Kai charged. And because she held the light, the machines followed. The ravenous tribe killed many, but those in camp rushed to join the battle. They gathered pieces of the fallen machines and from them fashioned weapons. And it was with these that Banu Kai's people repaid the suffering the ravenous tribe had wrought upon them. When quiet descended, Banu Kai finally fell. The machines bowed their heads, and her Werak wept. The light she'd held within her drifted from her wounds and rose to the sky. And for just a moment, before life left her, Banu Kai knew the truth of the blue light. And she felt peace. We remember Banu Kai, the first to crawl from the cave beneath the world, brought the machines to us. When we speak the name of our tribe, just to satisfy our attacks, we remember her. And we will not forget.
Some like to pretend that it belongs to the Banuk. Don't listen. This land is yours if you can tame it.
I will not allow my song to be forgotten, not for 100 winters.
Welcome to the cut, stranger.
Quite a view you've got up here.
It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew. But a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments. Like none have seen.
Have you always been...
I've always painted. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over. As a child, I learned from copy. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice.
These pigments you want.
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive.
You want to know what they mean. That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are called to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door.
Do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know. Others, like mine, are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward. But I'd reward you as well.
Is this swaying?
Or the wood bends with the wind.
Lean into it. I'll come back.
Mind that you do.
The Octaran, with their ridiculous ideas about women, how many great warriors have they ignored?
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small. It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken...
Hunt with care near... It's crawling with bandits.
Water lapping on old stone. That's
Welcome, stranger. May the cut be kind to you.
The daemon's markings are fearsome, but a skilled hunter doesn't let fear rule them.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Araya. To do that, I need to talk to her
Outlander!
apprentice,
Wait,
who
wait a
followed the
moment.
river north.
That weapon of yours, Outlander, that's...
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shop.
No.
A tinker does not understand this, but it could be improved. Far north of here, there is a cave. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shaman. That's...
Get a rail from some metal...
So little worth saying to you.
Any news from the hunt?
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
Keep them together this time.
Then we wait. But I bet we'll see a stray.
All right, I'll keep watching.
Tonic? What did it take to knock one of those over? They're built to last. Could be valuable. Then the machine won't miss it. The scavengers have just gotten started. should scan the tall neck. See how deep the damage goes. Low and quiet does it. My focus might see something here. Looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it. Get at what's inside its head. Going down fast. Tough, but I'm used to it. that? Not much gets past them. One of the tall next parts. It's heavy. Okay, Aloy, now what? Easy, easy. Well, that fits. Sure hope it works. Well, it's in better shape than it was. Okay, alright. Just need to get the power from the key. Nothing wrong. Good place no one's watching. That should wake you up. Easy now. Easy! Ugh. Ugh. Right, it's never easy. Ugh. Now I need to climb that tunnel. I'll need to find I think I can leap onto the tunnel from here. Save this for later. There's frost between my teeth. Okay, time to climb up to its head. Bergren said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far. That must be Naltuk, looking out at that tower. It looks like it's a pulse or signal. Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Aratak said this daemon was frenzying machines?
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the demon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Well, then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Will you tell me where Araya went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need.
There's but one voice Araya wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
All right. You want to stop the spread of—
Outlander, wait! Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good.
Thanks for the vote, but I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is. Then, let's see if this thing can work for me. So the tower helps nearby machines, but it can be overridden. Seems I can take care of the machines and towers. The daemon's next.
You claimed its power for yourself somehow. Perhaps Araya should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine. A great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about...
A crystal. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of... You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Bergren told me you're...
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the Blue Light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Aurea's example. She took a chance on me.
Were you with Aurea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all... When Aurea and the chieftain returned, then she came to me.
How do I cross...
Go to the ice rasp, then follow the markers through the ice cave, but be careful. The path is...
And I'll find Aurea?
No. If you see her, would you tell her...
All right. I guess I'm off to the ice rasps. To find this shaman's path. Good. I can use this.